Hello, welcome to a video on order of operations. So, you've all seen order of operations, so again, this is just a review. We're just going to make the review a little bit more difficult as we progress. So, here remember, order of operations is PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. It stands for parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Now, as you see, I've separated them in different colors. The reason being is because you do everything that's in its separate colors by itself. So you're only going to do parentheses. Then you're only going to do exponents, but you could do multiplication, division, whichever one you run into, and add, subtract, whichever one you run into. And you'll see that here when we look at our rules. So the rules. Rule number 1 is you always go left to right. Always left to right. Just like when you read a book, you read left to right. Second is to calculate your parentheses first. So if you have parentheses, you do everything inside the parentheses. And that basically means you start over. So if you do this one, you're basically starting over from here. And then you go, okay, I go left to right, then I see this order again. Next, you simplify exponents. Fourth, you multiply and divide. And when you multiply and divide, you just go left to right and you hit whatever you come to first. So if the first thing you come to is division, you do division. If the first thing you come to is multiplication, you multiply. And the same thing with add and subtract. And addition and subtraction is always the last thing that you're going to do. Now, this is very important that you follow these rules. If you don't follow these rules when you're simplifying, whenever you're solving your equations and anything like that, you're going to get the wrong answer. So here's 2 examples I'm going to do with you, and I have a third example that I want you to try on your own. So first, there's no parentheses over here on the left. There are no exponents, so we're going to multiply, divide. So I go left to right, and boom, right here I run into multiplication. So this is -2 times 4. So we rewrite 12. -2 times 4 is -8, and we drop in the +9. So there's no more multiplication or division, so we're just going to do our addition subtraction. So we have 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Drop down our +9. 4 plus 9 is 13. So 13 is our answer that we're looking for. Now this one is a bit more complicated. So we look, I see as I go left to right I see division, but I keep going and I see I have parentheses. And then within my parentheses I have more parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite this. And then when I hit this parenthesis, it's 7 minus 9. Well, 7 minus 9 is -2. So I get -2 to the third. So now I have parentheses, but inside this parentheses here, I have an exponent. So I'm going to do that next. And -2 to the third, if you put that in a calculator just like you see it, you'll get -8. So I'm still working in this parentheses. So and I'm going to do this multiplication. 3 times -8. Three times -8 is -24. And now I've got this to do in the parentheses. So 6 divided by 2 plus 3, and then 15 times -15 minus 24 is -9. So we do have a parentheses here, but there's nothing actually in it, so it's actually 3 being multiplied by -9. So now we can go left to right and do our multiplication and division. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times -9 is negative 27, and then 3 minus 27 is negative 24. Okay, so now I have this example. I want you to pause the video and try on your own, so go ahead and do that now. Okay, and here's a solution to that problem. Go ahead, pause the video and check. Ask any questions if you have any questions, and after you do that, this video is over.